Hello guys, thanks for tuning into this week's video, and I want to talk about money management in today's video because I feel like it's probably one of the most important skills that can make or break you as a trader. And I think the importance of money management is very much underestimated, so I'll show you guys something that I'm sure will make a massive difference in your trading. So as you can see, I've got two things written on my chart, and that's strategy and money management. And if you're a trader, obviously you should know what these two things mean, so I'm not going to try and go into them in detail. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a couple of things underneath these two headings, and the first thing I'm going to write is aggressive. I'm not sure you can copy or you can copy and you can clone it. So aggressive there, aggressive here, and I'm also going to write conservative. Conservative, and I'm also gonna clone it and put it there. So let me just bring in an arrow just to link them and kind of not confuse too many people. So aggressive to conservative and conservative to aggressive. So the key here is if you have an aggressive trading strategy, then your money management has to be conservative, because if you mix an aggressive strategy with an aggressive money management, then there's a high chance that you will blow your trading account very soon. So an aggressive strategy usually goes well with a conservative or a safe money management strategy, or vice versa. So I want you guys to keep that in mind while I move on to my FX book profile. But I really want you guys to take something from this video, because realizing these two things, actually let me go back to this thing. So realizing these two things has helped me change my results drastically. But before you can do anything with your money management, you need to understand if your strategy is aggressive or conservative. And the obvious way of knowing whether you have a conservative or an aggressive trading strategy is the wrong way, and I'll explain that now using a very common strategy that everyone knows, and that's double top and double bottom. So I used to think that in order to be aggressive when trading double top, you just buy whenever the market gets to the second top, and obviously that's kind of classed as being aggressive. It's kind of like how to describe someone that's not too patient. So that's what aggressive trading means. Like, if you're not too patient to wait for something, you just go on it with the expectation that it's gonna go your way eventually. But obviously if you want to be conservative, you usually wait for some kind of extra confirmation whenever the market gets to the second top. That confirmation usually comes in the form of an oversold condition on the RSI or lower close. Obviously if you have any kind of candlesticks that you kind of believe in the shapes of candlesticks, some people do that, so that can actually be classed as being conservative as well. So now this might work for you as a beginner, but if you really want to make it as a trader, then you will have to go deeper and analyze your results properly, because until you understand what I'm about to show you, there's a chance you will never be able to accomplish what you want as a trader. So over to my FX book. How much am I on now? 104%. If you guys remember 3 weeks ago when I made my first video after 2 years, I was only on about 40%. So I've made 60% returns in the last 3 months with virtually no drawdown. When I say no drawdown, if I go on to the drawdown profile, you can see from June 12th to July, the highest drawdown I've had during that period was just 2.7%. So I've only had 3 drawdowns in the last month, with the highest being 2.7%. The other two are just 0.6, not even a percent. So now you ask yourself, how is it possible for someone to be able to make that kind of amount of returns with no drawdown? But obviously I am taking a huge risk on my account. For me to be able to make those kind of returns, then I must be taking a huge risk. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I think I've been having so much fun with my Signal service subscribers, because we have a WhatsApp group and we talk about a lot of things, and they have been they've been waxing lyrical about me the last, but I've been telling them obviously we haven't faced any difficult time yet. I mean, everything is going all smooth and nice, and everyone is smiling, everyone is happy. I think that's why when I told them that I've reduced my signing on fee to $29.99, they were not really very happy, because I'm just trying to get more people on board, trying to give you guys quality products. I mean, obviously if you can see right now, it's only going to cost you $29.99 to join us, but you get the first month half price as well. So that's even better. I mean, if you go for the 6 months, you get the first month free. And I'm sure, obviously, 29. Some people pay more than that for their gym membership, and they don't even go to. So why not try and invest your money in something that's gonna give you good value and good product. So anyway, back to my FX book. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll down to my history. So as you can see, I'm already on my history. I don't have any open trades. So I'm on my history, and I want you guys to pay close attention to the entry accuracy. So if I kind of click on any of these charts that's next to this all my trades, you're gonna see a little box that's gonna come up. That box is gonna give you a lot of statistics, but the one I want you guys to pay attention to is the one at the bottom, the second to the last one, the entry accuracy. So let me quickly explain what an entry accuracy means. So for example, if you place a trade, and from the moment you place that trade and it just goes straight into profit and all the way to your profit target, your entry accuracy will be 100% or as close to 100%. So basically, the higher the drawdown you have on a trade, the lower your entry accuracy. So if I place a trade and the trade straight away starts going into minus 20, minus 40 pounds, minus 100 pounds, so the entry accuracy is going to keep decreasing. The lower it goes, is going to keep decreasing. So let's look at my entry accuracy, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through the entry accuracy of all my winning trades in the last month and a half. So excluding the break-even trades and the losers. So the break-even and losers, obviously their entry accuracy is going to be really low. But let's look at the winning trades, for example. So we got the first one, that one 92%. The one after that 97.9%. That's a losing trade. The next one after that is 82%, followed by 92.6%. That's a break-even trade. 100%, 58.7%. That's the lowest so far. 100%, 86.9%, 77%. Those are two losing trades. 100%, 48.6%. I think that's going back to May. Yeah, so that one doesn't count. So, but anyway, you guys can see that almost every single time that I've placed a trade, I'm hardly in any drawdown, because most of my, the average, if you're gonna take an average of all my entry accuracy, is gonna be around at least 80%. So there's virtually little or no drawdown when I place a trade. So what does that mean if I'm trading? What does that mean in terms of my strategy? So that tells you that I have a very, very safe and a very conservative strategy. And going back to what I just wrote on the chart, you have a safe strategy. If you want to see results, if you want to see very good results, you can mix a safe strategy with an aggressive money management. But how do you know? This is how you know if your strategy is safe. It's not about the win, how much time you win on a trade, or how much time you do, the winning percentage. That doesn't really matter. This is what matters. If you look at how many times, you can have a strategy that wins you 90% of the time, but if every single time you're in a trade, you're always a minus, let's say your entry accuracy is down at 50, down at 40%. The emotional stress that you go through as a trader, it makes it so difficult for you to be able to trade that strategy, because every single time, you're a minus, you're wondering whenever the market is going to turn. But if you have a safe strategy where every single time you place a trade, you're always in profit, psychologically that gives you a huge boost. That's one of the ways that you can actually that strategy can actually limit the emotions that can get involved when it comes to trading. So the fact that I've known this, the fact that when I looked at my records and I saw the entry accuracy, the fact that it's so good, that's one of the reasons why I increase my risk. My money management is so aggressive. So whenever I have a good trading period or a good month, the returns I'm gonna make are gonna be so ridiculous. As you guys have seen it in the last 6 weeks. 60% in the last 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. And down here, we're talking about 100% returns in the last month and a half. And the equity curve is virtually vertical from the June 12th. It's just straight up. Why? Because you have a very safe very safe strategy, and you combine that with an aggressive strategy. But if I didn't know that, I mean, I made these changes to start going aggressive a couple months ago after I looked at my IG accounts when I've made over 200% in 9 months, because I was using a very aggressive money management on my IG account. When I saw that changes, I was like, okay, I need to go aggressive now. Because if I was making that sort of returns, there's no point of me trying to be conservative, because I was being conservative with my safe strategy on this account. That's why I virtually went nowhere in the first few months. I mean, I was making money, but it wasn't anything outstanding. But I think this is what a lot of traders do this. And that's why you're talking about statistics. I mean, if you can make 30% returns in a year, you're considered very good. I mean, some professional traders do make around 60% returns in a year. But I'm not sure a lot of people are able to understand these numbers, how you can interpret the statistics. I mean, if it wasn't for my FX book, I probably wouldn't be able to understand what I needed to do. But at the end of the day, you still need to have a good strategy. You can't just, you have to have a good strategy, and you have to be able to analyze the strategy and be able to know what you need to do, the changes you need to make. I mean, I used to think, anyone, that makes over 100% returns in a year, that's just, people are just feeding your mind with bullshit and things like that. But obviously this is, it's one of those things where, like, in anything you do in life, like in any profession in life, there's always the outliers. There's always like a few people who are able to do things that seem extraordinary to the common human eye. I mean, if you talk about in football, for example, we got Ronaldo and Messi. Those two guys that are doing amazing numbers the last decade. Their level of consistency is just mind blowing. It's something that no one has been able to do that. We got the tennis, we got the Roger Federer and Nadal and things like that. I mean, that's one of the things. I mean, I try to give you guys more content. I mean, if you look at my IG account, I think there's a post that I posted yesterday, and I was actually talking about money management. So if you guys read that, that's why I try to give you guys important contents, tools that are going to help you guys with your day-to-day trading. And I'm going to be putting so much more content. I'm going to be talking about emotions in trading and a lot of different things in trading. So you guys better head over to my IG account and have a look at that post. If you want, you can share it, like it, or even hit the like button, the follow button, and I will give you contents, guys. This is what I try to do. I'm not going to be like any other people that you see that claim to be traders on IG, that all they do is just show you flashy things and all those. No, I'm interested in trading. I'm good at trading, and I want to trade. I just want to talk about trading. I don't want to talk about any other things. I don't want to talk about the Ferraris, the Rolex watches and things like that. No, I'm interested in trading. Show me that you can actually trade. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to be able to trade. Like, don't focus your minds on things that because if you look at those things, it's gonna keep prolonging you, how long it's going to take you to be able to be good at trading. So focus on trading. So that's what I do. I put you guys a lot of content. So go over and make sure you follow my Instagram page and also my trading view page. Like I said, I'm posting some trades on it. I'm not going to be posting all my trades because it's not going to be fair on all my subscribers, because I mean, I've already reduced my price, so I can't be giving too many presents, like I said. So make sure you join, go subscribe, go, follow my pages on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And obviously I'm going to try and be putting more content for you guys. And always, the only thing you're going to see from me is trading. Anything that's going to help you with your trading. I'm not going to post something that's never going to help you with your trading. So all my contents are going to be contents about trading, because that's what I'm interested in talking about. I'm not interested in talking about anything, just trading. So anyway, thank you guys for being patient through my ramblings, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Have a good trading week.